Today we're going to look at a scenario where we have a vice president of sales who's over the United States, who's been working on creating a dashboard that represents how her organization is running, and she wants to share that information with her regional managers. She has a regional manager for the East Coast, for the Central region, and for the West Coast. And what she wants to be able to do is ensure that they're able to log into Domo and quickly see the data that's most pertinent to them. At the same time, she wants to ensure that she's having a consistent discussion with her managers about the data for their region so that they're both able to look at the data for their specific area while they collaborate and while they work on how to move forward and improve the organization as a whole. So right now you're seeing that dashboard of the vice president where we're looking at all the data for all of North America. As you can see, there's a number of different charts here, some that represent various maps to quickly see where opportunities are, where probabilities are for each state, as well as what the top reps are, what the top sources are, and the average deal sizes for their various opportunities within the United States. Our vice president wants to share this information with their managers, but doesn't want to have to recreate a lot of information. So with personalized data permissions, you can quickly and easily do that by going to the data set and creating entitlement policies for each of the various regions. So as we drill into the card and then ultimately to the data set, we'll see that there's now a new tab here called Personalized Data Permissions. This is where you can go in and create, edit, and manage all of your policies that you create for a specific data source. As you can see, we've already started to pre-populate some of the policies with information. At this point, we've already created a West and a Central policy, and we want to create an East policy. An entitlement policy is simply the marrying of a name with filter criteria. So in this case, we want to select the territory and the United States East region, and the coupling of that with a set of users. You can add individual users or groups. In this case, we're going to go ahead and add a group, which is a best practice that we recommend because as your group changes, it'll dynamically update the list of users that have access to that policy. So once we've created our policy and we've already enabled PDP, this means that any requests that a user from that group within that policy makes, the data will be filtered down to that view. So as we saw before, as our vice president looks at this, since they have access to all the rows, they see all states and all data. But as we switch context over to our regional manager for the East, whose name is Lance, you can see that he's got a slightly different view. It's very easy to see in the map that he's looking at only the eastern states, but he's also got a select number of reps that are working with him compared to what we saw with the vice president's view, and about 6,000 fewer deals that he works with versus the entire organization. We can also quickly look over at the view that our West Coast would have, and we can see that that's slightly different than even what Lance had seen because they're, again, working only with the western states. We have different reps that are here, and again, a smaller number of opportunities that they're dealing with. As you can see, this provides a better control over the data that you bring into Domo. Instead of filtering it down for each individual user and forcing them to analyze and query and find the information that's pertinent to them, you can set up a few simple policies with a few quick clicks, share the same cards with your entire organization, and allow them to see the information that's most pertinent to them. In this way, personalized data permissions allows you to share your data and your content, but give that personalized and specific experience to your end users as they log in and use Domo.